Today I'm just going to do a real quick video to show you how I can make this eye look like this. See if you can see this. I want you guys to get more length. Volume is pretty easy, but I want to show you my tricks to get length. So let me just do this holding the mascara. Okay, that's the fibers. We're going to start out by just doing a coat of the gel. See if you can see this. Just like you'd put on regular mascara. Okay, just doing a base coat on the backs and the fronts. Now, let that just dry for just a minute, just to kind of let it set, just to kind of have a sort of a base to work from. So I just kind of let that dry a little bit. Wave it around. What I do is I would have, if I hadn't have done this eye already, I would have done that base coat, then done this base coat, and by the time I finish that one would be dry. Okay. So now I'm going to go back and add another layer of the gel. And this is where we're going to start adding in the fibers. Okay, so I've got gel. Now, I've got fibers. And mainly focusing on getting some volume first. See, I'm kind of going back to front. Wiggling it where I need to. Okay, so now I've done the fibers, so I'm going to let those sit. Because if you imagine, if you pour some pour some glitter onto some glue, like you're going to do arts and crafts, you need to let that glue dry in, or the glitter dry into the glue. So it's similar with this. If I were to go straight back in, putting the gel on top of the fibers, I'm gonna actually just brush off some of those fibers onto the mascara. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. Now what I would do is I would put my fibers on here, and by the time I'm done putting on my fibers here, I'd go back to that. That would already be dry enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go with sealing it in. Okay, so that is one coat of the mascara. So then, if I want to work on some length, then I need to focus my fibers on the tips. Now see, the key I have found is kind of brushing down and lightly brushing up, and you're going to get more length by doing little layers like this than if you try and do it all in one go. I don't know if you can see how they're just little fuzzies. Okay, so now, let's see if you can see that better. Now let those sit like that and just kind of dry. While I'm waiting for them to dry, I can put on some on my lower lashes. You can do the fibers on the lower lashes, but you don't need me to show you how to do that. Okay, that should have been long enough for the upper fibers to dry. So just go back over the tips. Now to clean it up, you could get out your lash comb. I'm not going to do that right now. But that is what you want to do to get more length. So if I want even more length, then I focus on the tips and just brush down. So if you look at that, I don't know if you can see that. It's okay to let it, if it looks down, if the eyelashes look like they're pointing down for a while, because you're going to correct that when you do the gel over the top of it. So yeah, I mean, look at that length that you get. And then you let that sit. Now this video is already at 7 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just top it up, even though I would normally wait probably 30 seconds. I'm just going to top it off now just for the sake of time. So that's the trick for length, is really focusing on the tips on that second and third layer. You can use your lash comb if you want it to be a little bit neater looking, which I would. Use a lash comb. You can use a blow dryer to kind of just place it underneath you and blow dry up for about 10 seconds each side. That'll get your lashes going straight up, and it's a really good effect. Anyway, I hope that helps. Let me know if you still have some more questions, and I'm hoping you're going to love this mascara.